Every morning is a fresh canvas. But most of us start our day on autopilot, checking our phones, rushing through tasks, or worrying about what's ahead. By the time the day truly begins, our mind is already cluttered, stressed, and reactive. What if I told you that asking just a few simple questions every morning could transform your day, your mindset, and even your life? Today, we are going to solve a problem that silently affects millions. Starting your day without clarity, purpose, or direction, which leads to stress, confusion, and unfulfilled potential. By taking a few minutes each morning to reflect, you can align your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward a meaningful and calm life. The first and most crucial step to starting your day right is cultivating awareness before taking any action. Most of us wake up and immediately fall into a pattern of autopilot, checking our phones, scrolling through social media, responding to messages, or rushing into the shower and breakfast without even pausing to notice how we feel. We rarely stop to ask ourselves, how am I feeling right now? Or what is the state of my mind and heart as I step into this day? This lack of awareness creates a domino effect that influences the rest of the day. When the mind begins in a state of distraction or stress, every interaction, decision, and task is touched by that initial chaos. Awareness is the foundation of calmness, clarity, and control over your life. It is the quiet, powerful pause that allows you to become the master of your morning rather than a servant to your circumstances. When we cultivate awareness, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without immediately reacting to them. For instance, waking up with anxiety or restlessness is not a signal to panic or force ourselves into action. It is simply a signal that our inner world needs attention. Observing your feelings is like standing on a hilltop and watching clouds drift across the sky. You see them, you notice their shapes and movement, but you do not chase them or push them away. In the same way, by acknowledging your emotional state, you gain insight into the subtle currents of your mind. This simple act creates a mental space where choice exists rather than being swept away by habitual reactions. Consider a situation where someone wakes up feeling tense because of an argument from the previous night. If they immediately jump into work, emails, and responsibilities, that tension becomes the lens through which they perceive the world. Their decisions may be harsher, their words sharper, and their patience shorter. But if they pause, observe their tension, breathe, and name the emotion, the mind becomes like still water. The reflection becomes clearer, and actions emerge from clarity instead of confusion. Awareness allows you to reset your internal state, giving you the ability to respond consciously rather than react unconsciously. Another aspect of awareness is noticing not just your emotions, but also the physical sensations in your body. Often, stress or anxiety manifests physically before it appears as a thought. A tight chest, shallow breathing, or a tense jaw are subtle messages from your body that your mind is carrying unprocessed energy. By tuning into these signals each morning, you learn to connect with your body as an ally rather than letting it act as a silent conveyor of stress. Practices like mindful breathing, gentle stretching, or simply pausing for a moment to feel your heartbeat can anchor your awareness in the present moment. Awareness before action also extends to your intentions for the day. It is not enough to know how you feel. You must recognize the power you have over how you engage with the day ahead. By observing your mental and emotional state, you can make deliberate choices about your responses to people, tasks, and challenges. This creates a shift from being reactive to proactive. A morning of awareness becomes a training ground for a life of conscious living, where calmness is not accidental but cultivated through practice and reflection. By beginning your day with awareness, you start to notice patterns in your thoughts and emotions. You see which triggers cause tension, which habits drain energy, and which attitudes bring joy. This insight becomes a mirror into your inner world, allowing for continuous growth. Awareness is not a skill you acquire once. It is a practice, a habit cultivated each morning, a gentle conversation with yourself before the external world begins to speak loudly. The second key to starting your day with calmness and clarity is embracing the practice of setting intention over simply following habit. Most of us begin our mornings unconsciously, allowing routines to dictate our actions. We wake up, brush our teeth, make a cup of coffee, check our phones, and leave the house, all without asking a single question about what we truly want to achieve or how we want to feel throughout the day. This autopilot mode creates a disconnect between who we are in the morning and who we aspire to be, often leading to frustration, distraction, or wasted energy. When you start the day by asking yourself, what do I want to focus on today? Or what kind of person do I want to be in this day? You shift from being a passenger of life to becoming its driver. Setting intention is not about rigid planning or creating an exhaustive to-do list. It is about clarity and alignment. When you know what truly matters to you, decisions throughout the day become easier. Distractions lose their power, and your actions gain purpose. Imagine walking into a garden and planting seeds without knowing what you want to grow. You might scatter seeds haphazardly, some in fertile soil, others in barren patches, and expect a fruitful harvest. But when you plant with intention, choosing the right seeds, the right soil, and the right place, you nurture growth consciously and effectively. Similarly, a morning intention acts as a guiding light for your day, ensuring that your energy is directed toward meaningful pursuits rather than random reactions to circumstances. Intentions also shape your emotional responses. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. A coworker may behave unfairly, a traffic jam may test your patience, or an unexpected task may demand your attention. Without a clear intention, these situations easily trigger frustration, stress, or anger. But when your morning begins with a conscious focus on what truly matters, you can respond from a place of awareness and purpose. You are no longer controlled by impulsive reactions. Instead, you act in alignment with your chosen values and priorities. This alignment creates a profound sense of calm because your actions are intentional, not scattered. Another aspect of intention over habit is recognizing the difference between what is urgent and what is important. Habit-driven mornings often prioritize urgency, checking emails, replying to messages, or responding to notifications without reflecting on long-term significance. Intentional mornings, on the other hand, start with clarity about what truly matters, allowing you to invest your time and energy in ways that bring fulfillment and progress. For instance, asking yourself, what is the one thing I can do today that will bring the most value to my life or the lives of others? Helps to prioritize wisely, even in the face of constant distractions. Cultivating the habit of intention also transforms how you perceive challenges. With intention, obstacles are no longer threats that disrupt your day. They become opportunities to act consciously and practice patience, creativity, or resilience. Each action you take is measured, deliberate, and aligned with your chosen purpose. Over time, this practice strengthens your inner stability as your sense of direction is no longer dictated by external chaos or impulsive habits. Setting an intention is a simple yet powerful act of self-leadership. It is a reminder that your day does not control you, your choices, values, and focus do. By consciously defining what you wish to cultivate in your thoughts, actions, and emotions, you lay the foundation for a day filled with calmness, clarity, and meaningful progress. Intentions transform ordinary mornings into purposeful beginnings, ensuring that your energy flows toward what truly matters and that your life is guided by choice rather than routine. The third key to transforming your mornings and ultimately your life is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is far more than a fleeting feeling or a polite gesture. It is a powerful lens through which you can view your entire existence. Most of us start our day by immediately noticing what is missing, what is wrong, or what demands our attention. We focus on obligations, deadlines, and problems, And in doing so, we unconsciously cultivate a mindset of scarcity, stress, and frustration. Gratitude flips this perspective entirely. By asking yourself each morning, what am I grateful for today? You begin to shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have, from anxiety to appreciation, from tension to calmness. Gratitude works like a compass because it points you toward what is truly valuable. When your mind is focused on abundance and appreciation, it naturally becomes calmer and more resilient. Consider the difference between waking up and immediately thinking, I have so much work, I'm already behind, versus asking, what in my life today am I thankful for? The first thought sets the tone for stress, worry, and reactionary behavior. The second thought creates a pause, an inner space where positivity, hope, and presence can arise. Gratitude acts as a stabilizing force, an anchor that keeps your mind grounded even when the world outside is chaotic. One of the profound aspects of gratitude is its ripple effect. When you consciously acknowledge even small blessings, your health, a loving relationship, a roof over your head, or even the opportunity to experience a new day, you begin to notice more reasons to be thankful. This simple morning reflection rewires your mind over time, training it to see possibilities instead of problems. Gratitude becomes a habit, a natural lens through which you perceive the world, and as a result, your interactions, decisions, and emotions begin to align with calmness and positivity. Gratitude also strengthens emotional resilience. Life is unpredictable and difficulties are unavoidable. A sudden loss, an unexpected setback, or a stressful conversation can easily disturb the mind. But when you cultivate gratitude as a daily practice, these challenges do not overwhelm you. They are seen in perspective as part of a larger picture where blessings coexist with trials. By recognizing that life has already provided countless gifts, you are less likely to be consumed by temporary frustrations or disappointments. Gratitude does not eliminate challenges, but it equips you to meet them with patience, composure, and clarity. Moreover, gratitude deepens your connection with yourself and the world around you. In the quiet of the morning, when you reflect on what you are thankful for, you develop a sense of humility and awareness. You realize that your life is intertwined with the efforts of others, the beauty of nature, and the simple joys that often go unnoticed. This awareness nurtures empathy, kindness, and a sense of purpose, making your day not just productive but meaningful. By starting each day with gratitude, you are essentially choosing to navigate life with a calm, centered, and appreciative heart, rather than being carried away by complaints, impatience, or negativity. Practicing gratitude in the morning can be as simple as silently acknowledging 3 things you are thankful for, or reflecting on one specific blessing that holds deep significance. Over time, this practice creates a profound internal shift. Your mind learns to focus on abundance rather than lack, on solutions rather than problems, and on joy rather than stress. Gratitude becomes more than a reflection, it becomes your compass, guiding your choices, reactions, and intentions throughout the day, creating a natural calmness that is rooted not in circumstances but in perception. Every morning gives you a choice to start on autopilot or to begin with awareness, intention, gratitude, and reflection. By asking yourself these 9 simple questions, you pause, center yourself, and align your thoughts, emotions, and actions before the day begins. Life will always present challenges, distractions, and unexpected moments. But when you start with clarity and purpose, you carry calmness and direction into everything you do. Over time, this small daily practice becomes a powerful habit, shaping not just your mornings, but your entire life, helping you live with focus, peace, and meaning.